shift into what we think about is we think about this flexibility, we think about the AI components and how we can help be the best at that. But I want to shift to the last part around alignment. And we think about this from a couple different things. You've worked with clinical teams your whole career. You're, not a doctor or nurse yourself. What makes for great collaboration between technical teams and clinical teams? And similarly, what makes for great collaborations between outside innovators, companies like Look Deep, and the hospitals and the teams that are trying to shepherd responsible technology adoption inside of them?
That's a great question. I think really in the healthcare organizations, let me think about this for a second. I'm sorry. Um, so, from an alignment perspective, the most successful programs I've been involved with are very strong partnerships with the operating staffs of the organization, whether they be clinical, financial, or supply chain. And that alignment is made possible both through relationships and through structures, project and program structures, where people take leadership roles in those initiatives. So to me, we would always have a sponsor who would be outside of IT, who is really owning the clinical or the business process, usually an executive with a team under them, aligned with IT and our capabilities. And we walked, the CIO and the sponsor walked arm in arm in the projects to ensure that we could execute. We were very good at things like project and program management, technology assessment and implementation, but the change management really happened if it was a nursing application on the floor with the nurses, or if it was in radiology, it really happened with the radiologists and the technicians. And so IT does, our philosophy was we don't do it to you, we do it with you. And we make sure that we have that alignment because at the end of the day, again, change management is always one of the biggest issues. And CIOs generally don't tell clinicians how to practice or give them advice what the best way to practice is. They know that. We might have opinions on the technology and what it can do for them as it relates to their needs, or we might want to partner up and do something really interesting. And in advanced places that I've worked, advanced academic medical centers, there were a lot of technologists outside of IT as well, and partnering with them was critical. So without a sponsor, without strong partnership, both organizationally as well as culturally, you actually can't get things done or it goes really, really bad. When I look at relieving pressure on your nursing and care teams in days or weeks, that would have been a dream come true. But in those days or weeks, the biggest challenge might be the change management and getting people up and running and less the technology. So I think my experience, the thrills of victory, the amazing projects, always had strong partnerships, and sometimes the agony of defeat was really the challenge around either change management or sometimes even getting the technology to work. We've had to remove systems